morning, everybody. I'm Alan Joins, Mayor of Winston-Salem, and today is a special day for all of us, particularly for Mr. Lee Garrity, our former city manager, as we officially honor him today with the unveiling of, I hope you spelled the name right, Lee. I'm sure it's pretty close. But thank you all for coming today. We have a number of guests with us. I want to recognize Representative Donnie Lambeth here, Chairman of the Appropriations Committee. Representative Jeff Zinger is here with us today. Also, the Chairman of the County Commissioners, Don Martin, is here. Of course, our Fire Chief is here, as members of his senior staff are here as well. Our current City Manager, Pat Pate, is here with a number of his assistants, Ben Rao and Aaron King, Assistant City Managers. Hope I didn't miss anybody else. And we got some city council members that we'll hear from just a minute. But the city council, by the way, council member Taylor called me just a little while ago. He had an emergency this morning, Lee, and he could not make it, but he asked to give you his regards and thank you for your service to our city. But I guess it's been a few months ago, or maybe a year ago, City Council took action to officially rename this fire station, which was then called Fire Station 13, to the Lee Garrity Fire Station. Lee said you just didn't want that 13 on there. So, but we were just honored to do that because of Lee's tremendous service to the city of Winston-Salem, 17 years as city manager, which is an amazing level of service to our community. He led us in a number of ways, creating a great structure for us to go forward. So Lee, this is one way that we can say thank you and give a permanent remembrance to you for that. I'm going to ask right now our city council, I'll ask the Councilmember Scipio if you'd like to make remarks.
No, I'm going to defer to
Okay,
Mr. Larson.
he's going to defer to Mr. Larson, and John's going to come on and make some comments there.
Thank you. Politics and Parkinson's don't mix very well. You know, thinking about this particular fire station today, thinking about service, and there's probably nothing that represents cities more than their fire stations. They represent the ultimate service given to the city, and sort of like a Norman Rockwell painting of some sort. You can imagine the dog sitting there and playing checkers, and fire station, the fire truck shining in the background and stuff. It's ideal, but we know it's not that way in real life. It is, in a moment's call, you can have anything going on. You don't know what you're going to face when you wake up in the morning, and what kind of crisis are going to be in your face when you go to work in the day. You have this ultimate responsibility to serve the people and serve them well. And I think fire stations represent the best of what the city does. So it seems sort of appropriate that we look at naming this one after Lee Garrity, who's the ultimate fireman in my thought. He doesn't know what he's going to face when he gets up in the morning. He doesn't know what's going to face when he goes to bed at night. I don't know how many phone calls in the middle of the night he's probably received asking for something to be resolved. Newspaper crisis, a fire perhaps, he had personnel matters, all kinds of things that the city manager faces. You can ask Mr. Pate right now if what it's like to be a new city manager, and you can imagine what doing that for 17 years would be like, as you sort of serve the city. So I'm very pleased. I worked hard with Lee to try to find a station, Lee and the fire chief Mayo, to find a good spot for the fire station to go. And I think we had some long discussions about where it should be. And ultimately, I wanted it in a different location. But I think what's happened is that they were right. They put it right in the right spot, just for what the city needs to serve as a zone to provide ultimate fire protection to this area, which was lacking before. And so I'm very pleased that we have a beautiful station, probably state of the art. I would say we did a couple of things here that were not done elsewhere. And the one is we have a community room, and I wanted this fire station to be part of the community. So we have a large meeting room now, which can be used for training firefighters, as well as having community meetings, planning sessions, neighborhood meetings, what have you. And hopefully someday the other part of the station, which was also designed and had to be value engineered out, was to have a hall of history for the fire department. We should recognize the service given by the firemen to the city. But there's nobody who deserves the name to go on the building and be remembered from here on out. It's Lee Garrity. And remembrance is a wonderful thing. How do you remember somebody, and what does it mean? And name people. I don't know how many vice presidents anybody can name at this point. Second in command in this country. Yet you try to put it on a building. You go by it every day or occasionally, or you hear about it, and then that name surfaces again. And once again, we're reminded about the service that Lee Garrity has provided the city for years and years and years, and hopefully will be remembered for his wonderful job that he's done. So Lee, thank you for your work, and thank you for the fire department who made this event possible, and thank you for everybody involved in the project. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, John, and I know you worked very hard on this station, working with Chief Mayo and finding a location here. So again, we thank you all for coming. It's now my pleasure and honor to introduce Mr. Lee Garrity, who we're here to honor today. Garrity.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to thank the Mayor Joines, Councilmember Larson, Councilmember Scipio, and the rest of the council for doing this, naming this after me. It's not something that I expected, and frankly, not something that I really thought I deserved, honestly. I want to thank all of my friends and neighbors that are here. You find out which of your neighbors are really your true friends when you can no longer help them get their leaves picked up and they still so. But in any case, and my grandson's here. He's just about turned 3 next week, and he loves fire trucks. Although he's a little afraid to get inside one yet, but he's happy to be here. I do really want to thank Chief Mayo and the members of the fire department. Building this station was an experience. Engineering loved it because the chief found flat land, which was hard to find. And I remember coming out here and saying, wow, this is perfect. And so close to all these other facilities that need coverage. And then I drug my wife out here too many times during construction as they were building it and getting it done. But it's great to see it up and running. It's a great facility. I'm just real honored that they put my name on it. Honestly, probably, like I said, I don't really deserve it. My respect for first responders, fire and police is just huge. What they do every day. All those years as a manager, in the middle of the night, they'd wake me up for whatever the crisis was. Now they get to wake Pat up, fortunately. But I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to go out and do it. They're the ones that would strap up and go out and put their lives literally on the line for all of us. And that's a fraternity and an honor that's second to nothing in our country. And I just really am honored that they would even consider having me on their fire station, because it's a great service. Something else. I remember Chief Mayo, when they were going to name this 13. I guess in the past they were like, no, we skipped 13. The chief actually did a survey, didn't you, Chief? And he let all the firefighters vote. Whether it was going to be 13 or what was it going to be, 20, 21. And they picked 13. That's pretty cool the way he did that. So, but again, I appreciate you all being here. And those who are getting close to retirement, I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee, and again, we thank you for your service. I want to introduce Representative Kanika Brown, who joined us here. Representative, would you like to say a word? Or? Sure. And Donnie and...
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Sound a little dry. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd say that because I tell you, somebody didn't wake up this morning, you did. And it's called purpose. Congratulations. Let's see. Congratulations. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your service. I want to thank my colleagues for coming. Thank you, Rep. I'm State Representative Kanika Brown. I'm not going to talk long. If I can do anything to help you all, please let me know. My job is to serve. That's every elected official. Your tax dollars pay our salaries. We work for you. Don't ever forget that. Love you. God bless. Congratulations again, Lee Garrett.
Thank you, Representative Brown, and now we're going to do the unveiling.